If you're new around here, you might be asking yourself, what is Sneakbike?
While we won't dig into the lore of the name right now, we're always happy to tell you more about who we are and what we do.
Our main goal is to build a community through retro gaming.
And we believe in creating a safe space where we lift each other up along the way.
We're all about learning new things,
Stepping outside of our comfort zones,
and serving up some friendly, casual competition.
Whoever you are, whatever your background, we'd love to hang and play some games together.
So come on by, sign up for a race or cheer on our racers, and show us what you've got.
Stay sneaky, friends.
All right, what's up, Sneak Squad and Sidekicks? Hope you're all living your best lives and ready for some lovely sneaky fun today. My name is Old King Cake, and alongside me we have Distracted, your commentators for today, and we're ready to deliver both the sneak and the bike. If this is your first time joining us and justifiably wondering what is a sneak bike, let me give you a quick rundown. Our two racers today are going to race not one, but two retro games from a bygone era, and they're not aware of the games ahead of the time, hence the hashtag Snake. The first one to complete the given objectives in this game is our number one good friend for the day, and not only that, this is the semifinals of the intermediate bracket of the Sneakbattle Royale, which is a tournament that we've been running for quite some time. Exclamation point tourney in the chat if you want to learn a little bit more about that. Most of the things we do, from scoring to mercy kills, are going to be completely arbitrary. Of course, today is a little bit different because today we are trying to crown the ultimate video gamer in the intermediate bracket. Our main goal here is to build community through retro games, and we couldn't do that without each and every one of you. So thank you so much for joining us today. And on that note, let's go ahead and introduce our racers.
Today we have Kai and MahBoiiii playing, and they're both intermediate racers who have been around for a little bit and are excited to battle it out and see who gets crowned today. Kai's got his pixel art streaming going, as well as MahBoiiii, who streams as well. MahBoiiii likes snow owls and Kai likes crows. So excited to see where this goes today.
I personally have never heard of a better reason to cheer for your chosen racer. Everyone in chat, I want you to tell me if you want MahBoiiii, a crow lover, to win, or Kai, the snow owl soldier. Or the other way around, whichever way that was supposed to be. You know, you get it. I want to thank, just before we start today, we just got to thank Cosmocordia for helping us to be the loveliest producer that they could on this lovely Sunday. I guess it's technically an afternoon. And all the people who help us with our socials and our mods, thank you, we love you. And I think with that, there's never been a better time to get this sneak bike rolling. So, racers, if you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we have Double Dragon for the Game Boy. Distracted, do you got any feelings about either Double Dragon or specifically the Game Boy?
Game Boy is a lovely console to play. Got some easy controls as far as it goes. And these guys seem to have a pretty good handle on it so far. They seem to be already kicking butt. As you can see, MahBoiiii does not have any color going on, but Kai decided to mess with the settings a little bit and turn on the color, so you can see how that would have been played on either on a Game Boy Color or on an original Game Boy.
Yeah, they decided to hack into the Matrix and change up the entire situation. And as we all know, if you've ever played a game that has like skins for characters, the rule is that if your game looks better, you will probably win.
Oh yeah.
So I want to root for Kai today, but of course, completely non-biased commentary here. Everyone put all your points on MahBoiiii. I think this is going to be a good race. I think we're getting to the point in the tournament. I don't know if you've been watching the rest of the tournament games, specifically the joy that was MahBoiiii versus Old King Cake. But we're getting to the point in the tournament where it's all of the top seeds are crashing into each other.
Oh yeah, they're gonna grow one gigantic tree soon.
All the top seeds are going to come together and they're going to just build the most beautiful Mother Maple tree we've ever seen.
Speaking of Mother Maple, today is Mother's Day.
Indeed it is. So everyone in chat, make sure to call either your mother or your mother friend. Like if you have like the mom friend in the group, just call someone, tell them you love them. That's all I want you to do today. I'm not going to ask you to do too much. I'll ask you to do a bunch of stuff later, but at this very point, we're at the beginning of the race, and I just want you to go call all the people in your life who are special to you. Give them a little how you doing?
And if you haven't called somebody in a while who you should have called last week or last month, today might be that day.
But not the IRS. They don't need a call today.
Oh, no.
Let
they
them
don't
do
need
their
your
thing.
money.
They don't need their thing today. Or you can call Cosmocordia, of course. Always make sure that you can call direct at 1-800-SNEAKBIKE. So it's a very close race so far, I'll note. Like, they are neck and neck. Except we do see MahBoiiii getting to the first boss. The objective today is going to be to beat Mission 2. So not only do you have to beat our good old friend Bo, you will also have to beat the boss in the second level. But this is good. We're seeing MahBoiiii. He might lose the first life. Ooh, there it is.
Ooh,
First life
ouch.
loss on MahBoiiii. It looks like you have to reset the boss, which is wicked rough.
Oof.
Bo
Yeah.
just breaking their ankles and toss them about the place.
I have no doubt he's going to catch up pretty soon, though, so...
It'll be interesting, I think, to see what happens if both of them game over. Because we're seeing Kai... Kai actually just beat Bo to Bobo Sauce. Without losing a life. So Kai taking a commanding lead here in the first game. A reminder, there will be 2 games, and we've instructed our racers to just go straight into the next game once they've beaten the objective for the first game. So we may see a huge lead, but as we've seen in some of our semifinal games before this, sometimes that second game is a huge equalizer. Distracted.
That's exciting because our audience doesn't know what the second game is either.
They don't know. The racers don't know. It's a whole boiling pot of things we don't know. As MahBoiiii does make it to round 2, no game overs. Let's go.
See, the lovely thing though is we get the omnipotence of learning what's going to go on further down the road.
Yeah, they've given us an insane amount of power. I'll say.
Oh yes.
Considering what we're adding to the table here, an insane amount of power.
Yes.
So Kai took his first death in a platforming section. I will say, I don't know, Distracted, how familiar you are with these side-scrolling old-school beat-em-up games, but when they include platforming, it automatically means they need to lose points on their Metacritic score.
Well, I'm excited to see how many points they've got going on here pretty soon.
I feel like the second you take a game like this, it's like such a simple mechanic, right? It's literally just you are X, go beat up X, right? You are X, you must go beat up a room full of Ys and Zs. And then you throw in platforming, especially on the Game Boy, which is not known for, let's call it, precision.
Yeah, that's true.
And MahBoiiii is back in the lead here. We're seeing some item pickups. So sorry, did you say that? Have you played Double Dragon before? Of any, not necessarily just the Game Boy version.
I have not, but I decided to take a peek before today's race.
And what did you think? What was your feelings coming out of Double Dragon? And especially, I will say the Game Boy port might be a little rough.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But otherwise, it seems like a good game to have as a race, and excited to see where these guys decide to go with it. might discover some new things. Who knows?
Ooh, that would be good. Can you imagine if one of our incredibly cracked individuals here just discovered some new tech that absolutely shattered the game?
That'd be amazing. But also, that also would not be good if the game crashed. So, we'll see how this goes.
I can think of nothing funnier than one of these two coming up with some crazy new tech and the game just crashing by proxy. They are literally neck and neck. This is as close as it can be. The only unfortunate thing is that MahBoiiii is slightly was, I guess, slightly in the lead. But again, has 0 lives. So if he gets taken down, I don't know what the continue system looks like in Double Dragon on the Game Boy, but I remember the NES version was not necessarily kind.
Many of these games are not, so.
Oh, but that's it. MahBoiiii is done with Double Dragon Game Boy. What a race indeed as we move on to the second game. Kai in the next boss fight, getting a little mixed up. We didn't even get to get into any of our fun facts, and there's Double Dragon beating on Kaimatten's screen as well. We're gonna see, oh my goodness.
We might be done faster than we thought.
We might be. I may have woken up for nothing. It's time for Batman for the Game Boy.
Watch this get done in 20 minutes. Wow.
It would be just like a Sneakbattle Royale to make me wake up at noon and then end within 20 to 30 minutes. And so now we have Batman with a gun.
Oh yeah.
This looks like a Newgrounds game. Did you ever play on like Newgrounds or Armor games?
Oh yeah, a lot.
This looks like a game you would play like in your high school library, and like try to like not let the teacher see what you're playing.
Just minimize it to a corner and have an actual like full thing that you're supposed to be doing up.
Yeah, have like Microsoft PowerPoint open, and then in like a little tiny screen you're playing Batman for the Game Boy. Oh jeez. Are you a Batman fan, Distracted?
I think Batman is a mildly okay written character.
Ooh, okay.
How about you? Did I just diss your favorite superhero?
No, absolutely not. I'm so large brain that I don't need Batman to carry me. No, I was a big Batman fan when I was a kid. I was a big DC fan, but I was a Green Lantern, Green Arrow kind of guy. I will say Batman did win in terms of video games. I'll say I think Batman has probably the best video games. As we're seeing I think MahBoiiii just reset. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Some pro speedrunning strats. So we're also gonna see our racers go for some power-ups. You're seeing Kaimatten is trying to grab one. We have instructed for them to not pick up the S. So if you see an S and you see one of our gamers pick up the S, just remember that they've done the wrong thing and we should shame them for it.
Ooh. Look at the poor little racers.
Look at these little racers doing race things.
Doing the racy race.
Ooh, we got a bit of a shield power up. So okay, nice. I assume that Kai almost dying the same way once again, falling into the pit of despair. I assumed you played a bit of this game leading into this. If not, I'm sorry to expose you in 4K. What did you think about this game in your playtesting? Because I'll be honest, I played the NES version of Batman when I was a young boy.
Oh, you did.
So this brought me some huge nostalgia back, although the NES version is markedly better in many different ways.
Yeah, it's a lot of the different ports translating onto different, platforms is not always the easiest thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
They cut some corners, which is, as you have to do sometimes, I guess, but other times it really isn't useful.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's like, it's understandable, but like, I don't want it to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when you watch your favorite book get turned into a movie, and you're just like, I understand why you did these things, but also, like, where are all of my favorite characters?
Exactly. And then
so-
once in a while you get the gem that's actually like okay.
yeah,
But
like Harry Potter. Am I right, chat? So we're seeing both of our racers get to roughly the same point. They're both at the Chemical Hill Zone. Their goal is to beat the first boss. And we see MahBoiiii has all 3 of his lives full health bar, which is insanity. With a little wiggly gun kind of power up situation going on. We've instructed him not to pick up the S, and Kai does not pick up the S. He is at 2 lives and almost the end of his health bar. So we'll see how that goes.
get the fun. It's good that they have power-ups though. Those are at least super fun.
Yeah, I feel like any game that has power ups is infinitely better. Like if you play a game that doesn't have power ups, what are you doing? What are you doing with your time?
Yeah. Well, this game would be so much more boring without the power-ups.
Oh yeah, this game would be nothing. This game would be
Oh, it's-
absolutely nothing without power ups.
As you said, you already compared it to a Newgrounds game.
Yeah.
That would be so bad.
That's the epitome though of like being in like indoor recess because it's like raining or snowing or something outside. So you can't go outside, so you all go into the library and everyone picks some random new game to play and most of them suck.
Oh yeah.
That's the good old days. Back in the day. What do you think about these screen transitions? I haven't decided if I like them or not. The Windows Movie Maker flipping the screen.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but it's not the worst. Not the worst one I've seen for at least Game Boy wise.
Right. What's the worst screen transition you've seen for Game Boy?
Gosh. One of my favorites is probably Metroid.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
screen transitions are not bad at all. It's the worst one. I've played a fair amount of Game Boy games.
Really? Is that like your jam? Is the Game Boy?
That's the one I started on, and that's the one I continued to play for a while.
Okay.
So, I played some NES and some Super Nintendo, but most of my experience was, handheld games. So, oh gosh, the worst one. Some of the puzzle games do not have good transitions at all.
That's true, actually. The puzzle games, I feel like also, to be fair, the puzzle games were like, you know what, like we know why you're here.
Yeah, you're
Like,
not
we
here
have
for the
no-
transitions.
Yeah.
You're here for the game itself. You're just bored on a 12-hour trip with your parents and not wanting to sing the show tunes that they're making you try to sing.
Did your parents make you try and sing show tunes during road trips?
Actually, they told me to not.
Oh no!
No, I'm actually a pretty good singer, but they didn't do show tunes because they couldn't really sing. So
Aw.
we got the 80s going, and they were just like, well, here's the... Do you remember those sliding cards where you'd have the road bingo? If you're early 2000s, might catch this, but they're like these small square cards if you go on a large road trip, and they've got these little sliding windows that you close, and as you see things on the highway, that's the type of parents my parents were for the car rides.
Interesting. I've never heard of them. Like, is it like a Viewmaster? Because I had one of those.
No, it's not a Viewmaster. It's like literally a small sheet of cardboard with another small sheet of cardboard on top of it. And it had things written in small little squares with plastic windows.
Love the early thousands.
Oh, yeah. Keep the kids occupied by buying them at road stops.
Yeah, of course.
They don't really sell them anymore anywhere, but,
I
that's...
can't imagine you could get a Zoomer with that. I don't imagine you could go like, what up, my small Zoomer
Yeah.
child? Put away the iPad. I have 2 pieces of board for you.
All of them are going to be like, where's my TV inside of my car? Where's my phone, Mom?
Oh my god. So MahBoiiii is at the first boss. MahBoiiii is at Jack, which if you
Oh
guys
my
have seen
gosh.
the movie, spoiler alert, is Jack Nicholson is officially in Sneakbike canon. He has the Batarang, And I think Kaimatten is just barely before. Kaimatten just went through the big platforming thing, which was gave our racer a little bit of trouble going into it. 4 whole lives from MahBoiiii though, so I don't suspect MahBoiiii will have too much trouble. Even with the reset, that's true.
Yeah, he's getting there.
We're seeing a very classic, fighting the boss strategy of just kind of throwing your overpowered item and jumping around. Very Castlevania-esque this boss fight is. And I believe he has kicked him into the vat of acid. And
There he goes.
I think that's a dub for our boy and yours, MahBoiiii. I'll wait for the producer to let me know if we're gonna let Kai finish. I think we'll let Kai finish unless the game over here. This would be a great time though. If you're watching, if you had fun watching that race, if maybe you sat there and you were like, hey, this looks like fun. I'd love to have a good time with my friends on the weekends. What you can do is you can hit that exclamation point Discord and you can join the Sneakbike Discord. And not only can you sign up for races, sign up for, playing games, having fun, you can also sign up for doing things like commentary if you thought that it sounded like me and Distract were having a bunch of fun, which of course we very much were.
Yes.
Or you can sign up to do producing. You can sign up to do even just stuff in the Discord. We have a food channel that's new, that is my new favorite channel of people just posting all of their little sneak bites, which is a phenomenal name for it. Or you can scream into what we have. It's called the Mystery Abyss, which is Mel's favorite channel and mine. So just hit that exclamation point Discord, join up. And if you aren't already following the channel, make sure you hit that little bell. If you want, purple is our favorite color here at Sneakbike, and we want that button to go from the little gray that it is to purple. And I think that's a very noble goal. I believe we are gonna give Kai a little sweet, sweet mercy killing. Understood. We will speak. We're pulling our racers in to have our little bit of a debrief. We will speak gently to them.
Hey there, welcome in.
Okay, racers. I'd like to inform you that today's Sneakbike tournament has been decided. And MahBoiiii, you were victorious.
Woohoo!
Congrats.
I don't know. Okay, yes, that was a lot of fun. Both of those games are great. Batman, what the heck? This game is so good.
I've never heard so much enthusiasm after a game. So let's start. I want to start with Kaimatten actually. Kai, I want you to know that race was insanely close. Neck and neck, absolutely. You could cut the tension in the air with a knife with how tense it was because you guys were so close. Kai, how are you feeling right now? Tell me your thoughts. We can talk to MahBoiiii about his thoughts instead. MahBoiiii, congratulations. First of all.
Thanks. Yeah, these are great games. Thanks once again to Kai. Like, awesome games here. So I heard that, like, I guess this is Sunsoft, the Batman one, which I guess made the NES one. So I guess I shouldn't be that surprised it's good. But it's like, I've played the NES Batman and I'm not that into it. I don't know, it's just the controls are a little weird to me. Mm-hmm. But like, this is Mega Man. This is just straight up Mega Man mixed with a little Mario, I guess. It's super fun. So I'm gonna actually see if I might even find this cartridge if it's not too expensive. This is really, really cool.
I am so happy to hear that. So talk to me a little bit about Double Dragon, because Double Dragon, it was interesting to watch because, like I said, you guys were literally neck and neck the entire time, right? And especially in Double Dragon, it was like, in and out, like one of you would fall a little bit behind, one of you would go a little bit forward. So tell me a little bit about your Double Dragon experience.
Yeah, I got a little scared when fighting a Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah, mainly because like okay, so I go up against him and then I immediately take like 2 deaths and I'm like, how the heck do I even hit this dude? Mm-hmm. And I can't believe I even beat him. but I was still really scared because at that point I was like, well, crap, I have 1 life left and I have to go through an entire another level. What if I have to fight another, like 2 Abobos or something? So I actually considered like resetting right there, just to take the game over and just do the level 1 again. Glad I didn't, but geez, that Abobo, that guy's unfair.
Yeah, and it's interesting because talk to me a little bit about this. You had a reset in Batman. So I think you died once and then you just straight up reset and then
I took like all my health damage. It was basically kind of like, once again, it was just learning the controls a bit, and I was just damage boosting my way through the level and figuring things out. And then I realized, okay, this feels a lot like Mega Man. So I'm going off with my assumptions of these kind of games, and so I'd rather just go ahead and reset, get a fresh start. I'm only like a minute in or something, and that's my mindset.
Right. As a final question, do you feel like have you ever seen Highlander?
I haven't, no.
Do you feel like, do you understand like the premise, the there can only be one and all that?
One. Yeah.
Do you feel like you had a power up after slaying me so hard in the last race?
It's definitely gotten more and more like engaging. Like the tournament feels more and more real as we get towards like the finals here, for damn sure. Oh, excuse my language.
For gosh darn and everyone involved, sure. I don't know if we're going to be able to get some words out of Kaimatten. I don't believe we are going to. Quick pause for the fans. It looks like for the fans, we will not. We are going to see the finals of this game coming up real soon. I'm unaware as to when the exact finals are going to be. I don't believe they're scheduled yet. I don't know if I'll be able to hear a little fairy in my ear to tell me who MahBoiiii will be facing in the finals of our next race. It will be MahBoiiii and Cassie Mania. That will be actually an insane race. I hope I actually get to commentate that. So make sure you keep your eyes onto all the social media channels for that. Make sure you're following Sneakbike at all the socials. Make sure you !socials, !Discord, hit all of those. And again, most importantly, today is Mother's Day. So make sure you call someone you care about, tell them you love them. We are going to do a cheeky little raid to our friend, our good pal, Bears and Beats, who's streaming right now, a Sneak admin, a dear friend of most of us, and of course, they're working on some typography here on stream. So Distracted, do you have any last words for all the millions and millions of fans watching at home?
It's lovely hanging out with you all today, and thank you for the invite for commentating.
Thank you for being on comms. Make sure you take that raid message. There's a raid for the normies and also for our lovely Sneak scribers. You can copy that, you can paste it, get ready to zoom and move. Thank you so much for hanging out today, and we will see you guys down the road.